Yo, 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 what up? This big dog C-Loc, and you now tuned in to Dominant Roller TV. Let's get it.
What's up, man? It's Troller with Dominant Roller TV, man. I'm with the legend himself, man, the big dog C-Loc. How you doing today,
Yo,
sir?
yo, I'm here, I'm blessed.
Already,
you know
man.
I'm
Yes,
able
sir.
to sit here and talk to Dominant Roller TV.
Already, man. Already, bro. Hey, it's a pleasure to do this with you, man. Like, you really did a lot for the city. You really did a lot in the city, especially in the music industry.
Bet.
Man, I just want to jump into it. Like, man, like, how was it coming up as C-Loc as a youngster?
Oh, you mean how was it coming up for C-Loc? Because I was not C-Loc when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was Chub. They called me Chub.
Chub?
Yeah, that was my nickname, Chub. Well, people still call me Chub. I grew up with.
What else, like, short for chubby?
Yeah. I
Okay.
was always a chubby kid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I grew up in the bottom of South Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? Raised by my grandmother, like a whole bunch of other people back then. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? In the streets, bad kid, hustling, doing all the things you do growing up in the hood, you know, in Louisiana.
Yeah.
You know, and I just decided, man, I wanted to do something different at one point, you know. I had been going through a lot, getting into a lot, so I feel like when I reached my teens, I wanted to do something different, something better than what I had been exposed to, you know what I'm saying? So I got into this music thing, and at first I didn't want to be a rapper. I wanted to be, you know, a producer, and I actually started out as a DJ too.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I was a little DJ. I wanted to be like Run DMC.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I was the Jam Master Jay, and the rapper was Young Bleed.
Come on.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know that, but that was middle school. You know what I'm saying? That was 12, 13 years old.
What year that was? About what year?
Oh, man. That was a long time ago.
All
You know what
right.
I'm saying? But it went from that to starting a record label, you know?
Camp Life.
Yeah, Camp Life started a record label. That was 1994. You know what I'm saying? Started a label and started trying to put out a few artists. And my first artist, you know, it didn't go so good. So I started rapping myself. You know?
Yeah.
So it was never my intention to be a rapper, believe it or not. But I had bought a lot of studio equipment and stuff like that. And, you know, the artists that I had signed at the time didn't really grind as much as I did. So we got in there playing around, and I recorded, you know, myself, and me and my partners came up with hooks and slangs, you know, just stuff that we thought we wanted to hear, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And little did I know that that's what everybody else wanted to hear too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the first hit?
It was a song called I Want to Be a Gangster.
Come on. All right.
What? Huh? What?
Yeah.
What? And we did that back in '94, and that was how we used to find each other in the club.
Word?
Yeah, like we're walking the club. Like if I'm in the club and I'm looking for you, I'll say, huh? And you'll be way across the club and say, what? So that was our way of finding each other in the club, and we turned it into a song. You know?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
The shit caught on. You know, the shit worked. You know.
So, like, when did you know, like, you wanted to do this, like, long term? Like, when you knew, like, you know what, we really hot at this. I'm really hot at this. I want to keep it going.
Well, I don't think I ever intended. In the beginning, I didn't intend for it to be like super long term, because I was always like, okay, I'm gonna do some other stuff, take money, do the real estate, do all that. I did all that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just so happened that like I didn't understand the staying power of the kind of music I was making, you know. I always knew artists come and go, you know, they get on, they have their time and they gone, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't understand, you know, the staying power of the kind of music I was making, and that it would not go away.
Right,
know,
like
that it
for
would
real.
stay for 20, 30 years. Is actually the 24th year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's staying. You know, and it's staying. So, you know, to be honest, my intention in the beginning was not to be rapping for 20 years.
Right.
But once I got into it, and the type of music I do, and I always be genuine with my music, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
the
right.
type of music I do, it just kept going. You know what I'm saying? Just kept going. I built up a big catalog, something I can pass to my grandkids and great grandkids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. So, you know.
Man, speaking of catalog, you got a outstanding catalog. From the record that I know, I believe you have 14 albums.
Now you're missing about 20 of them. It's actually 36.
36 albums.
Yeah,
Okay,
36.
I figured that. I figured it was way more. Cause then I looked at the amount of singles that you have.
Yeah, the amount of singles, albums, from the Camp albums to the C-Loc albums to the Younger City, the Boosie, you know, just a whole lot of stuff. Man.
That's a whole lot of work, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. But you got to keep working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep working. When you have an audience, man, and you know it's so hard to get people interested in you to the point to where they want to spend money. You know, people show interest, but when it comes time to actually spend money with you, that's a different type of interest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're blessed enough to get that type of interest, you know, you better show your appreciation and grind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know.
Man, I mean, to say you've been in the game so long, like you know, consecutively, you know what I mean, you managed to just outweigh the bad with good all the time, like as far as musically, you know what I'm saying? Like music has changed and evolved so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you seem to like just still be on top of it.
Oh, I just cater to an audience that never changes.
Yeah.
You know. Genuine, you know, the stuff I talk about is just stuff that'll never stop, you know. It's just gonna always be there up under all the commercial, all the other stuff that's going on.
Right.
You know, what I stand for and what I believe in, it's gonna always be the foundation to all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
it's just never going. It's never going nowhere. It's gonna always be there, you know.
Already, man. Man, you had some big names come up under you, bro. I mean,
Right.
I know you probably hear this a lot, but it's real.
Right.
Lil Boosie, man, like how was it like having Lil Boosie come up under Camp Life, man, back in the day?
Well, any artist that I ever helped or worked with, like, you know, even like now, you know, certain people call me for tips, advice, you know, all the time, you know what I'm saying? But any artist that I ever worked with over the years, it was always, first of all, they had never put music out before.
Okay.
No artist I ever worked with had ever put music out. So I had the opportunity to put something out and really see what it took to get a buzz and get something going. So I always wanted to share that. So that was something I always taught new artists that I meet, you know, and new artists that I chose to develop. I teach them how to sustain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what the music industry was like really about. You know the stuff within you that you can build a foundation on. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, working with Boosie, I'm proud of it, man. I'm proud to see anybody I work with come from where we come from.
Yeah.
And not just the financial aspect of it, because you know money come and go. Money is money. Money is just
Right.
everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the mental aspect of it, being able to grow from a kid in the hood and going through all this kind of stuff to being a man, a responsible man with a family, with kids, running a business like a business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the most important part of it to me, you know, and that's the stuff that make me proud to see any artist that I help develop, because, you know, the music is always just a gateway to something bigger, you know what I'm saying? And when I say something bigger, that's what I mean, family, and you know what I'm saying? You know, your children, your family, your business sense, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's really what it's all about, you know.
What made you want to take Boosie up under your wing though, like when he was younger?
He was good, but I don't think he knew it yet. You know
Word?
what I'm saying? Yeah. Now he was good, and he used to write a lot, man. He used to write a lot, and that's just one person that I know that's always been hungry, always.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like they say how Tupac was, man. It's just like
Right.
constantly want to work, and just always hungry, and you know. That's something you kind of got to be born with, you know. And, you know, he was born with that, you know. So that's why he gonna, no doubt, forever. You know what I'm saying? He gonna forever get him, you know.
Already, man. Another legend, man. Of Baton Rouge, Max Manelli.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was with Camp Life as well, man. Like, you know, how you found him?
Through Young Bleed.
Okay.
Young Bleed met Max Minnelli and Happy, which is Happy P,
Yeah, yeah.
producer. He met Max Minnelli and Happy, and he turned me on to them because they had a little group or whatever. And it was Max Minnelli and Jay Vaughn. They had a group called Lalo.
Okay, okay.
You know? And it was kind of like a little Daz and Corrupt, like how the Dog Pound used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like a Daz and Corrupt. So that's how I met Max, and he developed and he kept going, he kept working, kept grinding, you know, and he built himself a legacy too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and as you may not know, but Happy P was my producer back then. You know, he lived with me, and he was my producer, and he developed into a whole. He does like pop music and stuff now.
Yeah, he an awesome producer too.
Yeah, you know, so he got a lot of big records, a lot of plaques, and a lot of stuff going on out there too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just remember a lot of the rappers from the camp, but the producer from the camp, that was the main camp producer for years. You know what I'm saying? You know, he went on to develop and do some real great stuff too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So man, like out of all the music that you drop, man, like what's your favorite track that you have? Or one of them?
I say probably Pussy Ass Niggas.
That's a hit.
Yeah, Pussy Ass Niggas.
Why that's your favorite? Why that's your top?
Because it's when you know when you're an artist and you create music, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you really hit the nail on the head,
right,
with a timeless record. It's hard to do, you know what I'm saying, and you can't predict it, you know what I'm saying. But when you hit it, you end up with a record that's gonna go forever, like you know, stuff like the Rolling Stones or the Beatles, or, you know, you know, like records that just continue. Like even right now, that record is still going strong. The record is still good, and it's to the age now where it's ready to be, you know, remixed, remade. I get offers, you know, to remake and and when you can create music that once it runs its course, you know, people start calling and you start getting paid for other people to redo that record to run a whole nother course. You know, like how you do that there, like Outlaw.
Yeah.
You know, that's what music is all about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just keeping owning your catalog, because I own every record I ever put out. You know, owning your catalog and making that catalog worth something to the public.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to the point to where, you know, it just keeps going and going and going and going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, you a real life businessman, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, most people rap. You know what I'm saying? They rap, but they don't do the business behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like what I want to say, they don't understand the business behind it. Like it seemed like you had the sense of it early on. You know what I'm saying? It's just outside looking in. Because when I was Googling you, and I could tell that you had all the rights to your music and you was just on it because I seen all the artwork, and I think it says C-Loc Records.
Yep.
C-Loc you know what I'm saying? So I was like, he really been on top of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what made you go that route besides just dropping records and say, I'm going to put that out there, it's going to be hot? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's some insight that you knew that, you know what I'm saying, to make it better for you?
Well, it was like I traveled a lot. I moved around a lot. And once I saw, I mean, you know, first off, anything I get involved with and I'm trying to make money, I want to know where the money coming from. All of it.
Yeah.
You know, all streams of revenue. I need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And once I found that out about music, you know, I knew that the more rights that you own, the more money you made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that really affects your long term, your longevity in the music. You know what I'm saying? So that's why from the beginning I always looked at it as, okay, I need to create assets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like owning real estate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I need to create assets. That's why there's a big talk about owning masters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I need to create assets. So my whole thing was just creating music that I own and creating a good quality product that's gonna last. You know what I'm saying? You know, so to answer your question, that's what put me in that zone. Cause early on, I learned what music really was. You know what I'm saying? You know, music is fun. You know, but I learned what masters really were and ownership was. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right. I mean, you before we did the interview, you was showing us your studio that you record in.
right,
You know what I'm saying? You was telling me, you know, you usually like in the room by yourself, and you do your thing, and you don't want anyone around you. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just like fully concentrate on your music, and you like,
right, right,
you know, I want to say become one with your music. You know
right,
what I
right.
mean? Why you go about it like that? Because I know I done been in studios with people where they, you know, they got their friends around, they want to smoke, drink, chill. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
try to
right,
work at the
right.
same time. What make you choose to do it that way?
Well, people have, you know, everybody have different methods. You
Right.
know what I'm saying, to the madness. You know, and for me, I can record in studios with a lot of people around, and you know stuff like that. But when I do it, to me, it just comes off kind of watered down. I can't reach that level of depth that I need
Yeah.
with so much going on. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
every time I record with a bunch of people around, it's always having to take it back to the lab with just me and critique it
Right.
and adjust. You know, all the shortcomings. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, and you know, to create some music that's gonna be around for a long time. I mean, it's, you know, you really gotta get the feel of it right. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I just can't get the feel of my music how I want it with so many people around me doing so much. You know,
Yeah.
I can get a foundation down. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But eventually, it's all gonna lead back to trying to critique it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tighten everything up. You know, and get it to where I want it to, where when you hear it, it not only sounds good, but it feels good. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Man, I mean, you been in the game. Would you say 25 years now?
Yeah, 94.
Yeah.
1994.
Man, like what's
Well, I put
one?
out my first Who's Gonna Ride in 1994. But
Yeah.
I was rapping and messing with music like before that.
Okay.
You know, yeah, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Like, what's one of your highlight moments in your career?
Uh, I say touring in '97.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where you went?
touring in '97. We had a tour in '97, and we went like all over the United States, not out the country, but all over the United States. And I was able to take uh, everybody, all my friends from my neighborhood with me.
Bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
that was so all the gangsters, and you know, I mean, I know the crime dropped that month because I had took all the troublemakers
Right.
with me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, and it was an opportunity to show them, man, and you know, because you know, a lot of them had never really got out the hood, but it was an opportunity, man, to show them what's out here. You know,
Yeah.
we used to be all in L.A. and you know, they used to stay. I used to get them hotels, take them all to House of Blues, all kind of places out there, the beach, stuff like that. So, you know, that was the highlight of it, was me being able to show people I grew up with,
Hmm.
my friends I grew up with, to be able to show them stuff like that I know they never would have saw. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Man, bro. Like you ever like? I'm quite sure you have, but like how was that moment when you heard somebody you didn't know? Well, when you saw somebody that you didn't know, like bumping your music and like jamming, singing it word from word. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I was like, man, that's what's up. Like you know, everybody that know me kind of be like I don't really get excited about nothing.
oh, okay.
You know what I'm
All right, all
saying?
right.
You know, and I mean, it's not intentional. It's just that I'm always grateful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always just looking forward to like what's next. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So, you know, the first time I heard you, I was like, man, that's what's up, man. I'm on the right path. But I couldn't really enjoy it how most people would, because my mind was on trying to get the BET. trying to,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's a step, but you know
I'm
what I'm
trying to get to the
saying?
next
If I
level.
can get, a million people to do what you're doing right now, then you know, maybe I'll be, you know, so excited about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that just let me know that what I'm doing effective. But I just got to take this and get it to spread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have you ever got that feeling where you actually got excited? I mean, I'm quite sure you didn't did shows where it's packed. Like tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be packed. You got your birthday party at Bella Notte.
Right.
I mean, and I didn't see you in action on stage before.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? People, you got the whole crowd going crazy, singing your songs. Back in the day, since 1995, if you go back there for, I'm quite sure you got people still to be singing them word for word with you. Like, what's that feeling you get? Do you get excited then?
Yeah, like the energy that I get back from the crowd.
Yeah,
it drives me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it just drives me. Like if I go into a show, like, you know, I did a lot of arenas and stuff back in the day too, and when they scream and when they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it just drives me. And it just turns me all the way up too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that is the time that I would say that I get excited. Like I'm real crunk. Like when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people who might meet me and never saw me perform, they might be like, "Well, damn, you pretty laid back. I can't see how you get on stage and perform."
Right.
But you know, it's like a light switch when I get up there.
Straight up, man. You got a distinct. You got a distinctive voice too, bro. You got the same voice from back in the day. Like, you ain't getting no older or nothing. You got that C-Loc voice.
Yeah,
you know, look, I can't hit it.
Look.
Yeah, you know.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, everybody always talk about the look, but when I first started, like I say, I wasn't trying to be a rapper.
Right.
I used to have to say look to catch the beat. Like, it wasn't nothing I was trying to say. I used to be like, look. Like, I was trying to catch the beat. But it used to be on all my songs, and it ended up, you know, people knowing me.
Trademark.
Like, trademark. Like, I'll be places and people be like, look.
For real?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man, that's what's up, bro. Man, like, besides the music, like I know you do a lot. I mean, you didn't say it back in the day. One of my favorite CDs, I want to say Gangsta Beats and Gutter Shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think you had a song like Whatever You Want, I Got It.
Yeah.
That made me do my C-Loc research. I'm like, and then you start talking about everything you be doing. I was like, he do a lot. He really like an entrepreneur and a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
I do a lot, man. Everything from the film. A lot of people don't know I went to film school.
Right.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot from film, done real estate, you know what I'm saying? You know,
straight up.
And on top of that, man, I really, really be into my kids, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
People know me know that too, you know, like, he with his kids if he ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so, but I just try to do as much as I can while I can. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know, I just try to do as much as I can while I can, as long as it's available and I'm able to do it. I got the resources and to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just do it just because it don't be about chasing no money. It don't be nothing like that. Don't get me wrong. I want to get paid, you know, stuff like that. But you know, it's a bigger driving force at work than finances. You know, obviously, especially after 24 years. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Man, I think I seen a video, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's called like Wednesday or something like that. It was Wednesday or today or something like that. But you was driving in the car.
Yeah,
but it had like Wednesday. Okay, yeah. So it had like a storyline before it and all that.
Right.
Like that's dope.
Right.
That's real dope. Like it's gonna be more of that coming.
Yeah. Actually, I'm working on some of that right now. I'm working on a bunch of shorts. I'm working on a bunch of series and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say too much, but
okay.
It's definitely coming, and it's gonna be serious. Like,
yeah. Man, I can see you doing movies too, bro.
Oh yeah. I can see myself doing that.
Yeah, straight up. Right, exactly. It's real. You know? But I'm saying, I think you'll be good at it. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's the next move we're about to see.
Yeah,
we're about to see. So I'm gonna shoot my stick, take my shot at it. You know.
Oh, really, man? Mm-hmm. Is it like anything like just up and coming in the near future? Like we need to be on the lookout for?
These films for sure you need to be on the lookout for.
Okay.
And I'm back in the studio working on a new project.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What's this one called?
Oh, it's GBGS4.
What that mean?
Gangsta Beats and Gutter Shit 4.
Straight up. All right.
Yeah, it's GBGS4. You know what I'm saying? And this gonna be a good one too.
All of them good.
Yeah, this gonna be a good one because I'm kind of taking it, focusing a little more on that storytelling aspect
Yeah.
that I came up doing. You know,
Yeah.
and a lot of people been kind of fiending for them old stories and storytelling. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So on this new one, I'm gonna be focusing a lot on that storytelling aspect. You know, I think it's gonna be something unique for right now. You know.
Okay. You gonna have the visuals come along with it too?
But yeah, I'm gonna have the visuals along with it. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. It's a you know the name of the show is Dominant Roller TV.
Mm-hmm.
You familiar with what dominant means, right?
Dominant roller.
No, well, dominant. The word dominant.
Yeah.
Okay. Like this is a question we always ask people. Like, what makes you dominant as a person? And also, I want to ask you, what makes you dominant as an artist as well?
Humility. You know, I'm always grateful for what I'm doing, so I'm able to enjoy the moment. You know, I'm able to enjoy where I'm at right now, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, and give it 100. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people I know not able. They don't have that gift. They always unhappy about, you know, where they at. Like even though I'm trying to go there, I'm grateful enough to enjoy it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And get the most out of right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what makes me dominant. That's what gives me my staying power. That right there is that, because I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to do something else and I'm going to be grateful while I'm doing it and I'm going to give it 100%. You know what I'm saying? So while a lot of people sitting around waiting on, you know, something perfect to fall out the sky.
Right.
It's perfect now for me. Yeah. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up, man.
You know?
That's what's up, man. Look, man, I want to thank you for your time, bro.
For sure.
Man, this was a pleasure, like, for real, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying, man? Look, y'all keep it like this Dominant Roller TV, man, the big dog C-Loc. If
Big
you
dog.
if you haven't heard any of his stuff, you need to just go ahead. You got a lot of catching up to do. It's just like binge watching. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be binge listening, you know what I'm saying? So, look, man, y'all keep it locked. Dominant Roller TV. We out.